Good morning, people. I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope everything is going good for you. It's a beautiful, good feeling Saturday morning. So before the heat comes, I wanted to give y'all an update on what's going on in the garden. Um, this is the month of May. I didn't do April, but to begin with, we got our blueberries, and if you can see that, we got some blueberries starting to come in. Um, I'm actually wondering if I should add some lime to the soil, or if I should do something to make it more acidic, because I planted this in compost. Because I'm wondering if blueberries should be coming in faster, or is this normal? So if y'all know anything, please feel free to share. But overall, it is looking good, but I want to get as many berries as I can. This cabbage here, this cabbage right here, is the ball is forming, but the head, the head is forming, but I'm thinking I'm gonna harvest it pretty soon because these bugs are starting to eat it. Once I moved my cilantro plant a few days ago, and then the bugs started eating at it more. Look at that. That's where they are. That's what they look like right there. Right there. So what you do is you pick them off. That's what you gotta do right there. Pick them suckers off. Because as you can see, they'll eat the whole plant. But that's why it's important to do companion planting or plant something by a crop that the bugs don't like, because it'll keep them away. Because as long as they smell it, they won't eat it. The strawberries did good. I had a lot of strawberries blooming last month in April. Haven't been many this month, but I'm still keeping it healthy and still trying to see what's going to happen with it moving forward. Auntie Bridget, you told me you wanted some strawberries, and I got some in the inside for you in the refrigerator. So I ain't forget about you. And one thing I did notice about this strawberry plant is I got basil growing in it. That was a surprise to me. See, this is basil right here, and basil right here, because it's from my compost, and I broke up some of the purple basil from last season that got killed off, or I thought got killed off in the winter, and it just started growing back. And you'll see where it grew back more. It grew back more in another plant, and you'll see that. I got some strawberries coming in right here. And this is sage that I planted. I sowed some sage seeds back in February. I sowed these back in February, and they finally started sprouting or growing. And I think I noticed it last month. It smells real good. And I think I'm gonna clip some off for my mom, because she said she wanted to cook with some sage. So I'll clip some off for your mama. And by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You are most certainly appreciated, especially my wife, my mama, my grandmothers, my aunts, everybody who's experiencing motherhood. Thank you so much for all you do, because it's a lot, and you are greatly appreciated. Here we have another strawberry plant. It's staying healthy. It's just not producing a lot or as much as I wanted to at this moment. Cilantro, I left this one planted. I didn't uproot it. It's actually almost time to uproot the cilantro. So that's why I'm getting rid of it. Not really throwing it away. I'm gonna actually harvest some, and I'm gonna put some in compost too. So it's not going to waste at all. I'm not throwing it straight in the trash. When I say getting rid of it, that's not what I mean. Because, you know, as a farmer or a gardener, you always find a way to use plants, always. So this is another strawberry plant I picked up from Lowe's like 2 to 3 weeks ago. It was they wasn't taking good care of it, so I was able to get it half price, and that's why I wanted it. So because I wanted to try to revive it. Actually, this one here, I got this one in February, and I got this one at a very, very cheap price because it wasn't in good shape at all. But I was able to nourish it and get it and revive it. So I wanted to do the same thing with this one, and for the most part, it is doing pretty good. I think I had a few berries from it initially when I got it, actually. So these two right here, and you see the basil right here. I moved this from that other plant that it began growing in. I relocated it over here because, according to some research I did, it said basil, strawberries grow well with basil. So that's why I'm doing that. Here are my collard greens. It's finally time to let them go. The bugs started getting to them, as you can see. But honestly, they're still good to eat. It's still good to eat. You just wash them off real good, and them bugs come off. It won't affect the food, but you can still eat it. But I'm getting ready to either use some of this for compost, maybe harvest and store what I can and give away what I can. So that's my plan. That's my plan for that. And they started getting to these two. This bunch here was doing real good. But I think it's time to just get rid of it and plant something else over here. I'm considering planting some more watermelons over here, but I'm kind of hesitant because I'm still trying to figure out if I'm really ready for that, because I already have melons growing. So I don't know. I gotta research and see if there's something else that we would really like, but I can't think of anything besides melons. But we'll see. I got this eggplant from Lowe's. It was on sale. It's doing okay. Got a little damage from some bugs, but it's holding up okay, so we'll see how this does. In this bed, I redid it out. Actually added some compost and some natural fertilizer, just banana peels and compost. That was the main ingredients in this bed. Added that to it. Some perlite as well, because the soil was getting real compacted. Because I thought the broccoli should have did better in here. And this morning I actually watered it. These are my self-watering containers, but I filled this up with some leaves to try to provide some natural fertilizer to these plants. So but sometimes it gets a little clogged up, so that's why it hadn't drained yet. Actually, it's the leaves in here that's really stopping the water from getting out of there. But now it's going. If you can see that, it's flowing out of there now. See? See how it's going down? So, but also, I got the cucumbers planted right here. Cucumbers planted here. Marigold and basil. And why did I do that? Because these are supposed to be good companion plants for cucumbers, for one. Two, the basil is supposed to keep pests away keep some kind of beetle from attacking the cucumbers. Cucumbers usually need to be pollinated, so I got the marigold planted right here in hopes of attracting the pollinators, the bees. I gotta fix this container. Now this is a watermelon that I think this is the Kuho watermelon. I'm trying it again. It sprouted. I'm trying to get it going. We'll see what happens. And the experiment that I'm doing with this, I'm just trying to see if this is going to grow. And once it grows, if it gets to the point that the melon forms, then it'll just rest right here. That's what I'm trying to experiment with. And this is from some compost. I call this my super nitrogen mix compost. And basically I'll take a lot of things that's good for nitrogen or nitrogen source materials and compost it, and I use it as needed. So that's what I have this sitting in. So we'll see. Somebody gave me some radishes from the community garden, and I just tried it off the whim, and I just planted them here, and it don't look like it's going well. Honestly, I just tried to spur the moment thing, see if I can get this going. But Miss Vanessa, actually, thank you for it. I'm trying to get them going. I tasted them, and they have some of them have like a spicy taste to them, and some of them have more of an earthy taste. So we'll see how that goes. If not, if they don't start thriving, then I can always use them for compost. This is green bell pepper. Got that on sale at Lowe's, so I said why not. And we'll see how it's going. The self-watering container is working well for it. And I don't know what else I'm gonna add in here. I really don't. I got the space, as you can see, but I don't know. Oh, I forgot about the sugar beet. I planted sugar beets. I direct sowed some sugar beet seeds, and it looks like, I think I sowed 3 or 4 of them, and I only see one that sprouted right here. So let's see if I can get a little, do we have any surprise? Or what's that? That's some grass I probably put in there. Yeah, I don't see any more sprouts, but I'll take what I got. And we'll keep going and keep it covered since it's so small right now. And here, excuse me, here we have, oh, look at that. That's a surprise. These are regular potatoes right here. We're gonna get to what else is in this bed, but these are regular potatoes. That's flowering right here. And it's a mixture of russet potatoes, and it's russet potatoes and Yukon Gold potatoes. It's like three or 4 of them over here in the corner of this bed, but it's hard to see because the sweet potatoes have taken over. So we got the cabbage right here. Uncle Frank, I got you. I ain't forget about you. I was just trying to make sure we get some good farmed cabbages. Cousin Mackie, I remember you said you wanted one, so I ain't forget about y'all. Everybody who said they wanted a cabbage, I ain't forget about y'all. I see a spider over there. Shucks. This one is still, the head is still forming for this one, so I'm gonna try to let that go as long as it can. I think this one I'm about to take out. And this one I'm gonna take out because it's wrapped pretty good here. And then once I take out these cabbages, then I can see what's the progress with the sweet potatoes, because I'd really like to harvest them. I really like to harvest the sweet potatoes in July because my birthday is July 13th. But I may have to give them more time. I don't know. We'll see. So this is what I was talking about with the potatoes. These are regular potatoes, russet potatoes, and Yukon Gold. Let me try to move some of these sweet potato vines out the way. So yeah, these are regular potato plants. Excuse me. And I tried to heal. Here's my hill or my mound. I was wondering if I should add some more soil to this area right here. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is that a good idea or not? Or should I just leave it alone? I set up a water system for them, and with this one in particular, because of the hill, the mound, I inserted some straws. If you can see that, we got some straws inserted here, and they go to the mound or to the bottom of the mound, so that it could get watered more effectively. And I fill them up and just let the straws transport the water, and it's been working pretty good. And over here, the sweet potato vines, I need to prune them, or I may need to prune them just a little bit, not too much. They seem to be growing good, but like I said, I need to check their progress. I want to check their progress, see what they're doing. All right, now over here is the melon plot. This is where the cantaloupes are growing. Now the cilantro, what you see here is the cilantro that I mentioned I got rid of by the cabbage. I tried replanting one of them here, and I don't know, doesn't look like it's working out totally. I don't know. It may just need some more water, but like I said, if I can always compost that, and I can harvest some and I can compost it. So I got some lavender right here. Got it on sale at Lowe's. Lowe's had a sale going on. So I got some some more lavender, and it smells so good. It smells like cologne to me. And right here, let me tell you about this spot. This spot right here, the squirrels were digging. I don't know what they were digging for. I didn't even have nothing right here. But I planted this onion, no more digging. So that worked out well. This might be some kind of weed growing, I don't know. And this is fennel. Shout out to my coworker Damon, giving me that. This is how the fennel is doing. Tastes good. Tastes something like licorice. Is this a bug? And actually, a few weeks ago, I saw, what's that? Gone now. But actually, a few weeks ago, I saw some caterpillars on these plants, on the fennel in particular. So I was able to get them off, thankfully, and I haven't seen them back. Haven't been back. But the cantaloupe, and here's more fennel, and more fennel. And they go good on salads, and it's supposed to be a natural breath mint. So that's always good. You can add it in your water, and it'll be a natural breath mint, like peppermint. And move that out the way so we can see what's going on with the cantaloupe. All right, this is cantaloupe here. This is the cantaloupe vine. Specifically, Tuscan melon is what this is. In March, I planted this in March, and I was able to get Tuscan melons. I got them from Walmart. I took the seeds. It was hot enough that day. I took the seeds right out the melon and planted them directly here. And this is what we got. This is one of them. And as you can see, it's flowering. A bunch of male flowers. That's usually how it goes. A lot of the male flowers come first. I'm waiting on that female flower. Hopefully I don't have to hand pollinate it. That's why I planted, I got some more marigolds right here. So hopefully the bees come in and do their thing. But oftentimes I see wasps in my garden. And a lot of times the wasps are flying over here by the cabbage. But they don't do nothing. They don't try to sting me, surprisingly. We got more melon plants. This is another melon plant right here. Okay, now this one isn't flowering. No flowers on this one. I don't know why, but it's looking nice and healthy, and I'm just leaving it alone. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, does it have flowers in it? Okay, so this particular vine doesn't have flowers, but this one got one flower. Okay, and this one, this is another Tuscan melon plant right next to my water source. It's right here. It's right here. I don't know why I call this one Struggle Life because it's not doing as good as the other ones. I don't know why, but I'm just leaving it alone. We'll see. We'll see what it does. But that's what's going on there. And I got my onions. Got some onions here. Still got these onions. I'm trying to keep these onions, and they're flowering too. Is it ready? Is it time for me to harvest the onions because they're flowering like this? I would really like to keep them there because they're working good to keep pests away. Bush beans. The bush beans looking a little rough. I harvested all of the bush beans, and really, I just grew them for the benefit of helping the melons. This is a sugar baby watermelon. Here's a sugar baby watermelon right here. And this is a crimson sweet watermelon. I forgot how long it's been. Let me see. I don't know. I think it was maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago I planted these seeds. And I got marigolds to try to attract pollinators to do the pollinating for the melons. Now some of the marigold plants, it look burned out. I don't know why. And this one too. But there's still still looks like there's got a lot of life left in it. So, I'm leaving that alone. I took this cilantro from another area and tried to replant it here. But these bush beans, this plant from the bush beans is what I plan on. I'm gonna just bury it in the soil so that it can feed the soil. That's all I'm gonna do. This is dill. This dill is great. It smells like dill pickle actually. So I got another plant here. I don't know what, I think it might be some kind of weed, but I'm learning that a lot of weeds are actually beneficial to us, and a lot of weeds are edible. So I gotta look it up on Google Images and see what's going on with it and what kind of help I can get from it. I got more onions. Onions planted all throughout the garden because it works good at keeping the pests away. So that's why I got so many onions. And just like 2 to 3 days ago, I discovered, I found this plant here. This is a watermelon plant that I forgot that I planted. So I'm considering moving it to the community garden or I don't know. I don't know. But I was surprised to see that I had this. I forgot that I planted it. And I think it's a crimson sweet. I think. Based on how the leaves look, that's what I think it is. So, and since we're still talking about watermelon, what I wanted to mention is last time I was talking about seeded versus seedless, and really, honestly, I think the seeded is much better. I think that's the healthiest way to go. I think that's the healthiest way to go, and I think that's the best way to go. I think they taste better actually too. But I've been noticing something in the stores about seeded watermelons, and that's the fact that you can't right now, at least out here in this New Orleans area, I can't find any in the store. It doesn't seem like any the stores that I've been to, Winn-Dixie, Walmart, Rouse's, I haven't seen any seeded watermelons. And it just makes me wonder what's going on with that. Because last season I remember when Dixie had seeded watermelons and seedless, and the seeded watermelons, I think they were cheaper than the seedless, or they were about the same price, but seemed like people were buying them. So what I'm wondering is if people will buy seeded watermelons, why aren't you selling them? I'm just wondering. That's all. You know, I mean, I just find it kind of strange for all of the stores. All you have is seedless. Seedless. That's it. Seedless. You know, and I remember people buying the seeded ones, but I don't know. Yeah, I just find that real interesting. But I think I did find out. Shout out to the New Orleans gardener, and because she was the one who gave me the tip about the seeded watermelons having more nutritional benefits, and that's why I'm saying the seeded is actually better. And like I said, from my taste, my perspective, the seeded tastes better than the seedless. And I actually ran across um, a cool hybrid seed watermelon pack in Walmart, and they said the seedless was treated with some kind of chemical to keep the seeds from growing, and this was being sold by a company. So I'm just wondering, man, you know, why are we being almost forced to buy seedless watermelon? I don't know. Over here we have Chiquita bananas. This is a banana. Bananas really aren't trees. They get tall as trees. They're really herbs. And this thing here, this is actually light, you know. This stem here is actually pretty light. And this is where I got my surprise basil from. The basil that I was showing y'all that's growing that I put with the strawberries earlier. This comes from the purple basil that I had growing on the side of the house. I thought the winter killed it off. So I chopped the branches up and put it in some compost, and this is what happened. It grew back. And I'm not mad at all. So I actually want to move this pot. Over there. And I think I may do that, but I'm not gonna I really don't plan on taking it out of the pot because um, bananas can really they have those pups. They call them pups, and once they start growing, it's hard to get rid of them. You can't. It's almost impossible to get rid of them, and they just keep growing. So I just plan on leaving it in a pot. And this is another compost box I have here. I got a couple of compost areas. The bell peppers, some been eating the bell peppers. Some been eating the bell pepper leaves, not the bell peppers themselves, but overall the plant is still healthy. So I'm just trying to keep it healthy and keep it going so that when the bell peppers start coming in, it can do that. And to this particular bed, I just gave it some new compost and some new natural fertilizer that'll help it, such as banana peels and grass leaves. Just that's what I mean by natural fertilizer. The oregano is doing real good right here. Basil, I transplanted some basil out of that from by the banana to here. And these are some yellow pear tomatoes that are beginning to sprout. We'll see how they do. And I tried to propagate some stevia that I have on the side of the house. And it's beginning to grow. So I'm going to just have to be patient with this. And thankfully, I have more stevia on the side of the house that's already fully full and mature. And this is some more basil that I have that I'm trying to keep going. And on the side, the mint has taken over. We still got the aloe. I moved the rosemary here. It hasn't been growing much, but it's staying healthy. The aloe is doing this thing. Aloe won't do much. Here's the stevia I was just talking about. This is where I tried to propagate the other one from. I broke a piece off from the bottom and I broke it into pieces and put it into that plot by the kitchen window. But this is the stevia. This is pineapple sage. So I'm gonna have to give my mama a few leaves of this and see how she like it. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to eat it. But it smells like candy. I did try to make tea from it. The tea didn't have much flavor. This is an onion that I randomly planted here. And this is a basil, another basil plant from the bananas or that banana pot. So that's what's going on over here. Now in the midst of this mint, this chocolate mint jungle, this is lemon balm. This is lemon balm right here, and it smells real good. And this is the chocolate mint that's just taking over. This is the chocolate mint, and as you can see, it's making its way. I'm considering delegating a spot for more mint. I'm considering doing that. I might do it because there's some orange mint I want to try. The New Orleans gardener, you mentioned Greek mountain mint, so I want to try that too. And this is peppermint. This is peppermint that I've been keeping up. I keep it at the community garden, and what I do is I'll break some off and I'll transplant it into this pot right here. And I've been using this a lot. To plant. I'll use it as mint water. I'll put it in the water and drink it. And I put it in my sun water. And it works very good as a natural breath mint. You can actually, the peppermint, you can actually taste faster than the chocolate mint. This is chocolate mint right here. But the peppermint is stronger. So that's what we got going on. That's an update. I really wanted y'all, I mainly did this update so y'all could see an update about the melons, because the melons are doing, you know, they're taking off. They haven't started developing yet, but you know, they're doing good. But with this main area here, I just want to make sure I redo this. I want to do some stuff to the soil to make it a little bit more, to make it a little looser. And I got my compost area over here. Still dumping the grass and leaves over here. And just let them sit, let them compost, let them break down. And this compost bin right here as well, it's another place where I compost. Like I said, I have multiple compost spots because I don't never want to run out of compost. And I use this container right here. I use this to make fertilizer. I use that to make fertilizer right there. So that's the update for today. So I hope y'all having a good day. Y'all got any questions, y'all got any comments, please feel free comment about anything that I asked a question about. You know, feel free to give me some advice. I'm open to it. And y'all have a good day. Peace.